Hello students, I hope you are all in good health. So today we will consider the next topic of chapter light, that is reflection. Now to continue with the reflection part, we have studied about reflecting surfaces and the laws of reflection in the last video. Okay, so two types of reflecting surfaces I told you in the last video, that is plane mirrors and spherical mirrors. Plane mirrors we have considered in the last video, and today we will start up with the spherical mirrors. The spherical mirrors are those kind of mirrors whose reflecting surface are spherical. That means they will be curved. So how they are made, first of all I'll tell you. If we have a sphere, I cannot draw a sphere over here, I can draw only a circle. You have to imagine it like a sphere. If I have a hollow sphere made up of glass, okay, then it must have a center, okay, and it must have some radius like this, okay. So from this spherical glass, if I cut out a small piece, okay, because it is hollow from inside, so any piece I can cut from this to this point, this a piece which is circular in shape, okay. This piece must be circular in shape. That means it must have some size which has this type of diameter, okay. Or we can say from here to here, if I cut, so this sphere will have a particular arc, like from this part to this part, and in a circular manner we will cut it, okay. So from this part, if it is separated, this part is separated like this, okay. This part or this part, any part, it is separated, and it is separatedly after separating it is polished, okay. If it is polished, silver polished, suppose from one side, and painted from other side, then it will become a reflecting surface. The polished side will become a reflecting surface, okay. If I polish it from the inside, okay, inside, okay, that means curved inwards, the reflecting surface is curved inwards, then it will become a concave mirror, and the outer portion will be painted. The painted side is always shown with some dashes, okay. So this is polished side and this is painted side. So which is the reflecting surface? This one is the reflecting surface. So any light coming from this side will get reflected from this polished surface, okay. So this kind of mirror is a spherical mirror and known as concave mirror. So next is convex mirror. Next type of mirror will be convex mirror. Now how it will be made? The same piece of that glass hollow sphere will be polished from other side, okay. If it is polished from other side, like this outer side, okay, outer curved from outside, okay, curved outside, if it is polished and painted from this inside, then it will be convex mirror. So we can always draw it to the other side. That means this polished surface can be this side, so we will draw it like this. In your books you will see that it will be always like this. So this is concave mirror and this will be your convex mirror. Okay, this is because this format we have taken because every time we consider that the object is placed towards the left side, or we can say the light is coming from the left side. This is according to the sign conventions. So for sign conventions and to understand the terms related to these mirrors, we will consider few important parameters or few important terms, okay, that we should understand. The first important parameter or the first important term is the pole of the mirror. This is a concave mirror or convex mirror. In concave mirror or convex mirror, the center of this mirror is of this size, and the center of the mirror is known as the pole. This center point of the reflecting surface of the spherical mirror will be called as pole, and it is represented by capital P. Okay. Second important parameter is center of curvature. Curvature is the curved surface. Okay, so these are both curved, so curvature center will be which center? This center of curvature will be can be understood with the help of this diagram. In this diagram we have I told you that this is a diagram of hollow glass sphere, okay, from which the piece has been taken out and made it into the mirror. Okay, so there must be some center of this hollow sphere, that was this one that we have considered. So this center of this piece will be called as center of curvature. So curvature is this one and this is the center of curvature, so that is represented by capital C. Okay, so how I will draw? For a concave mirror, the center of curvature will be this one. Okay, the center point, and I will if I draw center point and the pole, a straight line between center point and the pole P, then this will be joining line and this will be called as principal axis. The third term is principal axis. So this line joining the center of curvature and the pole will be called as principal axis. Okay, there is no denotation for this. Okay, now next one is the fourth one is radius of curvature. Radius of curvature. Radius of curvature is the similar to center of curvature. Okay, so the curvature is same, this one, and the center of curvature was this C, and the distance from this to this is known as radius. Okay, that is the radius of curvature. So the distance between center of curvature and the pole, we can say here, is called as radius of curvature, and it is represented by capital R. So this distance is actually the radius of curvature. It is represented by capital R. Next comes the fifth one is aperture. The fifth term is aperture. Aperture is nothing but the size of the mirror. Okay, whatever size we have taken, I told you when we have taken it from when we have cut down the piece, the circular piece we have cut down from this hollow sphere, So that circular piece is having a particular size. Okay, suppose the circular piece is like this. The circular piece is like this. So from this to this we have cut. Okay, and for this circular piece the size will be considered as the diameter of this circle. Okay, so this is actually known as the aperture. So from this to this, from M, suppose this is M and this is N, so from M to N this is the aperture of the mirror. Or in simple language we can understand that how much is the size of the mirror, कितना छोटा है साइज है, कितना बड़ा है मिरर हमारा. So from this point to this point, this is your, from this point to this point, this is your aperture. Okay, so aperture, we have seen what is aperture. In this chapter we will be considering only small apertures of the mirrors. Okay, and every time the considerations will be according to the very small aperture. Small aperture, how much small it will be? That means it will be very small than the radius of curvature. The radius of curvature is very large as compared to the size of the, or as compared to the aperture of the mirror. Okay, so aperture is very small, you can say, as compared to radius of curvature. Radius of curvature, which is R. Okay, now next very important term is principal focus, or simply called as focus. It is represented by capital F. Very important term. Now what is focus? It can be defined as the point where all the light rays which are coming parallel to the principal axis will converge in the concave mirror. Suppose this is a concave mirror, I am drawing it again. Okay, this is your pole we have just seen, and this is your center of curvature. You can see the line joining center of curvature and the pole and extended to both sides. We can see it is principal axis. Okay, I am just taking the example of concave mirror. And what is the distance? This distance is the radius of curvature that we have understood. Now what is principal focus? I will draw principal focus over here. To understand principal focus, I have just now defined one thing, that it is a point where all the incident rays or light rays coming parallel to the principal axis, so these are the rays coming parallel to the principal axis. Okay, I am considering only two rays. So rays coming parallel to the principal axis will converge. Converge means they are coming together. Okay, so they will come together at this point after reflection. So after reflection, this line is reflected towards this side and this line is reflected towards this side. Okay, so this line is reflected to the focus, and this line is also reflected to the focus. This point where both these lines are converging, coming together or meeting, it is called principal focus. Okay, if I have to draw more number of lines, then how will I draw? I will draw it like this. Number of lines together, 3 lines towards this side and 3 lines toward this side I can draw like this. So this is center of curvature, this is a pole, and it will be midway in between center of curvature and the pole. Okay, so this is reflected ray, reflected, this is reflected, this is reflected, this is also reflected. So all these lines are converging all the parallel incident rays of light are converging after reflection. So these are reflected rays, they are coming together. Okay, so the point where they are coming together is known as principal focus. Okay, this is how we define. And this was the case of concave mirror. Let us draw for convex mirror. For convex mirror, they are converging, the reflected rays are converging. That is why this convex mirror is also known as convergent mirror. Okay, now for convex mirror I will draw it like this, and this is the principal axis, this is the center of curvature. Mind you, the center of curvature is to this side because the curvature is towards this side. We have just polished it from the outer surface, from the outer side, so the center will remain towards this side only. Okay, this is pole, this is center of curvature. Okay, the light rays are coming from left side. I told you it will be considered according to the sign conventions. Suppose these 4 light rays which are parallel to the principal axis are coming. Okay, then how will they reflect? They will reflect in a manner that they are going away. Okay, they are going away. They will reflect in a manner that their reflected light ray seems to come from the focus. They are appearing to meet at focus like this. From dotted line I will draw always. These rules we will study, okay, in this chapter only. So this is how the reflection takes place in the case of convex mirror. Okay, for convex the reflection will be something different, style of reflection will be different. So this is not converging light rays, these are diverging, they are diverging. Okay, so diverging light rays, so that is why it is known as divergent mirror also, divergent mirror also. Okay, now next parameter or next term, important term that I would like to introduce is it will be focal length. Principal focus we have discussed just now. This is a point where all the parallel rays will converge or appear to diverge. Okay, and this will be represented by capital F. Fine. Now here, what is focal length? Related to this focus point, focal length is represented by small f, and the distance between the mirror and the focus will be called as focal length. What is this? This is distance between mirror and principal focus. Okay, so what is that distance? The distance I can see it from here, from between pole and the focus, P and F. Okay, so between mirror, either you can say between mirror or you can say between P and F. The distance between P and F is known as focal length, that is represented by small f. Okay, so this distance I will call it as small f. Okay, now important point over here to understand is the distance between F and P, which is called focal length. It is just half of the distance between C and P, which is the radius of curvature, capital R. This. Okay, why is it so? It is only for small apertures. I told you in this chapter we will consider only small aperture mirrors. Okay, for very small aperture mirrors, the distance this between f and p and the distance between c and p is related, and that relation is r, which is radius of curvature, is equals to double of the focal length. This is the relation. Okay, and this relation is valid only for the small aperture mirrors. Okay, we can prove this relation also when we will understand the image formation. Okay, so for now, for these parameters to understand, we will consider always that f will be the midpoint of c and p. Okay, so what we have understood, just for a quick revision, I will draw a concave mirror and a convex mirror quickly, and then revise the parameters, because it is very important to revise all those parameters. So I have drawn a concave mirror. This is a concave mirror. This will be the aperture. Okay, I will name it MN. Okay, so MN will be aperture of the mirror. The center point of the mirror will be called as pole. So P is pole. Okay, from the center point there is a line perpendicular to the mirror drawn toward the both sides. This is known as principal axis. Okay, and on this principal axis I have a point which is the center of that sphere from where the mirror has been taken out, which is known as center of curvature. Right, this we have understood. And then we have understood about the distance of center of curvature and the pole. That means this is radius of curvature. R is radius of curvature. Okay, then we have understood what is principal focus. It is drawn at the midpoint of C and P. Fine. So F is principal focus, or simply called as focus. The distance between F and P is the focal length, that is represented by small f, the focal length. This we have understood. All these parameters we should know. Okay, now this was for concave mirror. Now for convex mirror, I am drawing it again because there is a little bit of difference in the drawing only. Okay, because the curvature is towards the other side, so that is why there will be a difference. Curvature is towards the other side. Okay, center point mirror is convex mirror. Center point is again called as pole. Parameters are same, but the location, the position will be to the other side. The center of curvature, that is C. Okay, then this will be the principal axis, this you know. Then the distance is the radius of curvature, that is R. Between C and P there will be focus F, and the distance between capital F and capital P will be small f, that is focal length. So all the parameters will be measured towards this side. Okay, so I hope you understood these topics which we have discussed in this video. Thank you.